missing in action during the Vietnam War, developed the idea for a special flag. She wants to remind all Americans of the missing service people who were never accounted for during wartime.
The black and white image of a thin silhouette, a strand of barbed wire, and a watchtower was designed by Noah, who is a F-1 2 pilot.
Some claim the profile is of Hesley's son who became ill while training for the Vietnam War. This image became a symbol of those held captive under harsh and had conditions that had a major impact on the nation's attitude towards veterans. By the end of the Vietnam War, more than 2,500 several people were listed as prisoners of the war or missing in action. In 1979, and the President and Congress and the President proclaimed the first national POW/MA recognition. They wanted to ensure that they would never forget the men and women who gave up their freedom to protect ours.
3 years later, the POW/MIA flag became the only flag, other than the stars and stripes, to fly over the White House in Washington, D.C. August 10, 1990, Congress passed U.S. Public Law 101-355, designating the POW/MIA flag.
The symbol of our nation's concern and commitment to resolving as fully as possible the fates of Americans still prisoner, missing and unaccounted for in Southeast Asia. Congress designated the 30th of September as POW/MIA Recognition Day. They ordered permanent display of the POW/MIA flag on this day. This flag is also flown on other days of national heritage, including Armed Forces Day, Memorial Day, Flag Day, Independence Day, and Veterans Day. The 1990 Defense Authorization Act states that on these days the flags be flown over the White House, the U.S. Capitol, the Korean and Vietnam War memorials, and all military and veteran organizations. When displayed from a single flagpole, the POW/MIA flag should be flown directly below and be no larger than the American flag. If flown in separate poles, the U.S. flag should always be to the right of any other flag, signifying its importance as a symbol of our great country and the freedoms that we enjoy as American citizens. We are honored that our school PS6 bears the name Corporal Aaron F. Kivelhan. This heroic sacrifice reminds us that freedom is not free. We are equally proud to share a warm association with the Kivelhan chapter of the Korean War. You grace us with your presence.
Please know that we are appreciative of how you selflessly served our country. As an expression of our gratitude, we have prepared a heartfelt presentation. We hope it conveys how much we appreciate your sacrifice. Know that you will never be forgotten at PS6.
that you dream of, dreams really do come true. Someday wish upon a star, wake up where the clouds are far behind. Be where trouble melts like lemon drops, high above the chimney top. That's where you find me, oh, somewhere over the rainbow. Bluebirds fly, and the dream that you did to, oh why can't I? Well, I see trees of green and red roses too. I watch them bloom for me and you, and I think to myself, what a wonderful world. Well, I see skies of blue and I see clouds of white and the brightness of day. I like the dark and I think to myself, what a wonderful world. The colors of the rainbow, so pretty in the sky, are also on the faces of people passing by. I see friends shaking and singing, how do you do? They really sing, I love you. I hear babies cry and I watch them grow. They'll learn much more than we'll know, and I think to myself, what a wonderful world. Someday wish upon a star, wake up where the clouds are far behind. Be where trouble melts like lemon drops, high above the chimney top. That's where you find me, oh, somewhere over the rainbow, way up high. The dream that you dare to, why, oh why can't I?
show our patriotism by honoring the United States, the American flag, and the men and women who risked their lives for our country.
My name is Ava King from class 3-307, and this is what the flag means to me. I think the flag means freedom because America is the home of the brave.
Hi, my name is Ryan from 3-308. Flag Day is important to me because it shows how we respect the flag of our country. Flag Day is not a federal holiday. being American. I want to thank all the soldiers who dedicated their lives for our freedom. It is also special to me because how they were forced to the army just to save our country and to protect it. And sadly, some of the soldiers were never seen again. For example, Alan F. Kilman.
Hi, my name is Gianna Nicocha from class 3-307, and this is what the flag means to me. The flag means freedom because when I look at the flag I think of freedom. Freedom is the ability to explore the world.
Hi, my name is Derek Hirsch from 3-307, and this is what the flag means to me. The flag means braveness to me because of the soldiers who died for our country, and they were brave.
My name is Olivia Tordina from class 3-307, and this is what the flag means to me. I think the flag represents our country because the stars mean our country.
Hi, my name is Tyler Maddow, class 3-308. The flag is important to me because all of the American soldiers risked their life fighting for our country, and people were forced to be in the army, and they fought their lives so we can have freedom. Flag Day occurs on June 14th every year, but it is not an official federal holiday. Flag Day honors the American flag and all its traditions. The 13th stripe on flag represents the 13 original colonies, and the colors of the stripe, red, white, stand for the courage and purity of our nation.
Hi, my name is Sammy Chan, and I'm from class 3-310. Flag Day is very special to me because we are honoring the very brave men and women that have risked their lives to keep our country forever, the land of the free and home of the brave. Knowing that we lost our friends and loved ones is heartbreaking, but that doesn't mean we can't celebrate what they've done for our country. They were courageous, and brave. Our flag stands for freedom. We all want to be heard. Have you ever wanted to tell your loved ones how proud you are, but never had a chance to tell them? Flag Day stands for freedom, justice, and bravery. Thank you for serving our country. Let's all wave our American flags high.
Thank you, boys and girls. Those of you who spoke were very inspirational. And we will remind you to be the change you wish to see in the world. We've been given the benefit of living in this wonderful country where you can become anything, you can do anything you wish, but that comes with its own responsibility. So use that for the betterment of our community and for our country at large. Before we move on to the 5th grade portion of our presentation, the 3rd grade has one final song that they would like to regale the gentlemen with.
My
shining street. From Detroit down to Houston, and New York to LA. Oh, it's pride in every American heart, and inside we stand and say that I'm proud to be an American, where at least I know I'm free. And I won't forget the ones who lied, who gave that right to me. And I'll gladly stand up next to you and defend her still today. 'Cause there ain't no doubt I love this land. God bless the USA. And I'm proud to be an American, where at least I know I'm free. And I won't forget the ones who lied, who gave that right to me. And I'll gladly stand up next to you and defend her still today. 'Cause there ain't no doubt I love this land. God bless the USA.
Ladies and gentlemen, I ask you to stand and give a round of applause to the heroes and heroines. Boys and girls, please raise the report.
What does Memorial Day mean to me? First, you should know I go to a school that honors the service and sacrifice of a Korean War soldier. His name is Corporal Alan F. Kipling. At only 18 years old, he went to fight in Korea. Sadly, shortly after arriving, he and other soldiers were taken prisoner. During the long march as prisoner, he and many others were killed. Corporal Kipling was awarded several medals, including the Purple Heart, which is given to soldiers wounded in battle, and the Prisoner of War Medal. My great-grandfather was also a soldier. He served in World War II. He was severely wounded on an island called Saipan, which is an island in the Pacific Ocean. A bullet passed by his heart but went through his left arm. Like Corporal Alan F. Kipling, my great-grandfather was awarded the Purple Heart. Both Corporal Alan F. Kipling and my great-grandfather are wonderful examples of what Memorial Day means to me. Memorial Day is a time to honor and thank the soldiers who fought for our country and protected our freedom. Sometimes these soldiers sacrificed their lives or were severely wounded to protect our country. This is a time to thank them for their brave service and sacrifice.
What Memorial Day means to me. To some people, Memorial Day is like a regular day. To me, Memorial Day is the day we remember what it means to be a hero. Memorial Day is the day we thank those heroes who gave everything for the soldiers serving next to them and the people they left at home. Memorial Day also helps us remember the sacrifices of brave heroes who fought for our freedom. We honor men and women who had given their lives to defend us. I am thankful for the soldiers who gave their all to protect us and give us freedom for our country. Memorial Day is a day we are reminded of what combat veterans had given to this country. Whether it is years of service, the first year of their marriage, or their lives. Every combat veteran has given everything to this country without asking for anything in return. Heroism means great bravery. And one thing I know for sure is that heroes that have bravery are soldiers. And they fought for our country. Once again, Memorial Day, to me, is to remember these men and women for who they are, heroes who did their job.
Good morning, everyone. Many of our fifth grade students are community-minded and filled with school spirit. They have provided invaluable services to our school community throughout the year. Many of these children have given up their own recess time in order to provide for the school and our community. We have our kindergarten lunch and bus monitors who supervise our little ones with such great care. Other honorees worked on the attendance squad, and some were game creators for math and literacy night. We also have our math team members who competed in the district tournament. Lastly, we have our dance company members who have dedicated many hours to prepare for their performances. All of these students made a great impact here at PS6. We are extremely proud of them and would like to take this time to honor their dedication and commitment to their school. Please hold your applause until all of the names have been called. From class 404, Michelle Alonzo. I'm sorry, just please hold the applause till all the names from the classes were called. Thank you. Gianna Anzalone. Gabriella Barbado. Christopher Barlata. Cadence De Silva. Cody Dascasel. Marco Estefanos. Jada Ferranti. Gianna Intranovo. Olivia Intranovo. Gabriella Incravaya. Justin Lewis. Allison Martinez. Dominic Pulari. Sarah Pucala. Ariana Rayo. Ava Traeger. Arthur Truselli. Sophia Ugay. Nicholas Weber. And Julia Zaremba.
The service awards from class 407, Christopher Abinello. Michael Afasano. Christine Addisonova. Aiden Oletti. Matthew Bongiovanni. Vivian Bucciolato. Rocco Berzo. Loren Capaldo. Sabrina DiMarzio. Dina Duskick. Sinead Holhauser. Philip Hansel, Sophia King, Jenna Klingerman, Charlotte McCormick, Luke Mendez, Brittany Pacheco, Anna Paides, Angelina Ruffino, Dylan Shaka, and Dilbera Stella.
Recipients of the Service Awards for Class 413, Julia Aguilera, Sophia Alessi, Alexis Abiter, Thomas Benici, Michael Buborki, Jacqueline Burgos, Nicholas Chirelli, Vanessa Conigliaro, Francesca Giove, and Cecilia Guglielmo. Matthew Horvarsky, Alexia McKee, Kayla McNeil, Angelina Mercado, Olivia Mulham, Alexandra Panzella, Kayla Spector, Jessica Terranova, Gianna Volpe, and Brandon Wenger.
Congratulations to all of our 5th grade service award winners today. We are so very proud of your accomplishments, and you exemplify service above self.
Once again, I'd like to thank everyone for coming. And that flag over there represents almost 8,000 American soldiers. My age. There's so much going on now between the United States and North Korea. We have some sort of a promise from North Korea that they will allow our members to go in and search for remains of those still there. There's approximately 5,500 Americans still, that remain still in North Korea. Alan Keelan is one of them. Alan, you all know the story, his life story. He was about 1 month shy of his 19th birthday. He had 7 sisters. One of them is here. Gail, are you? This is Alan's younger sister. I'm not going to say any age. Gail traveled all the way from Warwick, New Jersey. We are very close to the Keeblehan family, and we, the members of our chapter, like his family, are very anxious to see Alan return home to his family so he may rest in peace. As long as we are alive, we will keep this up. He must be returned home. Those men gave their country, gave their life for their country, but their family never returned. 5,000 are still missing in North Korea alone. And Alan is one of them. Gail, and we just had a little sadness in the Keeblehan family. They just lost a sister, Carol Apprendi, last week. And she's up there now with her mother and father and her other sister, Doris. And no more. We want you to stay around and stay with us.
And I just want to say from all of my family, thank you so much to the Korean War veterans for all that you've done and brought so much closure to us and healing in our family, because we didn't have Alan to bury like most people do. And they helped us to grieve and to come to realize how fortunate we all are for people like Alan that are willing to stand up and defend the United States. We're very proud to be Americans today, and we're very proud of every student that walks through this door and walks out the door in PS6. You're wonderful, wonderful children, and all of the faculty and the principal. We are so blessed that you named this school after our brother Alan. Thank you so, so much.
One more quick thing. Singing is absolutely out of the world, out of this world. Terrific. Terrific. The dancing was ended about 2 years ago. Absolutely fantastic. Now, girls have a knack of dancing. They always learn to dance much faster than the boys. And then the boys start to realize it. You might not be thinking what I'm going to say now, but when I was your age, it took a bulldozer to get me up on the stage and dance. Well, I have an older sister, my sister Evelyn. She was a dancer. Well, I had a dance. She started teaching me when I was maybe your age, water off, and when I had anything to do with it. So when I got to be about 15 or 16, I thought, maybe dancing isn't so good. So I got a bunch of our friends. We used to go in Brooklyn. They had what we called confraternity dance. I think it was 10 cents to get in. I used to go to St. John's School on 21st Street in Brooklyn. And I noticed I could dance. In fact, that's one of those songs that you did. The Boogie Woogie Bugle Boy of Company B. That was one of the best. In fact, probably my wife was dancing in her chair up there. Because that is, well, we get a little tired, so we wait a few minutes until the record is going on for a while. And then we get up, and we go to the end. But the boys, I want to tell you something. You might not know what I'm saying now, but when you get a little older, you'll understand. 9 simple words. If you can't dance, you won't stand a chance. 2 words that I remember them. 5 simple words. If you can't dance, you don't stand a chance. When you get older, you'll get to be all around like that. But once for all, this school is fantastic. Fantastic. I'd like to thank everyone again. Renee, Gerard, and piano player. Thank you very much. I was sitting on the house before. They're very good. Vegetables, water, Janet, and Claudio. Oh my goodness. This was our first principal when we started this. The very first one. You got it all started. Look what you've done. You made it wonderful. It's been carried on, and I hope to keep carrying it on. Thank you to you, to Garco, and Mr. Water. You do a great job. I want to say thank you one more time to you, because you guys make the show. Boys, remember, dance, dance, dance.
Boys and girls, you've been so wonderful. Just a few more moments, please. Sitting up tall and straight, I'd like to invite Mrs. Waters to the stage.
So good morning, everyone. It is still morning. It is still morning. I just want to say that I have quite a few people to thank, and I will try to move through this quickly. I know it's been a long morning, but very importantly, I want to say thank you to our veterans, the Kipplahan chapter, George, Jeremy, Liz, Tony, all of the funny men of the Kipplahan chapter. You have touched our hearts in so many ways. From the bottom of my heart, thank you for being a part of our school family. A few months ago, George came in to visit me, and he brought with him the POW-MIA flag, and he also brought a very small section of the wire fence from the DMZ. And we have that displayed in our lobby right now. I would encourage you to go and take a look at it as you leave. It's in the main lobby. And I really feel it's a fitting time to have that. You know, we hope that the summit that we had just seen in Singapore will lead to true peace, not only in that region, but in our world. To the Kipplahan family, we truly appreciate your presence here during this time of loss. Thank you for being part of the PS6 family. How proud we are to be the school that is named the Corporal Allen F. Kipplahan School. Thank you. To our honored guests, we have a representative from Councilman Burley's office, District Attorney McMahon, Ms. Claudio, who made it 3 hours in the traffic. Glad that you are here. Mr. Falco, Mr. Brodsky, Mr. Angeles, welcome. To all of our staff who worked so hard to put this together, the grade 3 teachers in Paris, the grade 5 teachers in Paris, Ms. Velasquez, Ms. Esposito, Ms. Veccarelli for the multimedia presentation, Ms. Wall, who assisted in putting that together. Also want to thank Ms. Lori Q, who transformed this space and made it absolutely beautiful for our world. To our PTA for the refreshments and the breakfast this morning. And to all of our students, this ceremony will remain with you forever. I hope you always remember this special day and understand the respect and the gratitude that we have for all of our brave soldiers and for our flag. Just want to share with you something that occurred earlier this year. The students had come to me. We had a student-led contest, and they had an idea to design, to change the mascot. I wasn't sure about it at first, but since it was coming from the children, we said okay. And they submitted some designs, some sketches, some drawings that they came up with. The winning design was submitted by Cody Daskasil And Cody, I'm going to ask you to come up. We blew it up. It was on a 8.5 by 11. So this is the design that Cody came up with. Did a very nice job on it. And we then sent that design to a graphic artist, and this is what it became.
Wow.
Thank you, Cody. Have a seat. So we needed a name, and I love this, and you're going to love this. We then conducted a school-wide contest for naming the eagle. The winning name was Eddie, and as one child wrote, Eddie comes from Freddie. Freddie being our previous mascot, so it is a perfect name. What a wonderful way to connect the two forever, bridging the past with the future. And lastly, the students had one more vote on a school motto, and overwhelmingly, the motto that won was flying into the future. So we felt today was the perfect day to unveil Eddie and our Flying into the Future logo. So as we begin a new chapter here at the school, may we look with pride on our past, may we look with hope at our future, and may we always recognize how lucky we are to be living in the greatest country in the world. God bless each and every one of you. God bless our flag, and God bless America, and thank you very much for being here today.
Boys and girls, I ask that you compose yourselves. We are going to close our ceremony in just a few minutes. First, I would like to invite Mr. Augie Venturini to the front. He is going to serenade us with a rendition of Taps. Words embody the ideals that we have discussed here today. In General Washington's words, observe good faith and justice towards all people, cultivate peace and harmony with all. Most importantly, he says, I hope I shall always possess firmness and virtue enough to maintain what I consider most enviable of all titles, the character of an honest man. Take what you've learned here today, bring it forth in your life. And remember that we are always one nation, under God, indivisible. I wish you a wonderful day. Boys and girls, please remain standing and wait for the chords to process.